I really got no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know. There's a weird feeling that I feel right now. It's kind of one of those feelings that I'm just not entirely sure what it is. It feels like emptiness, but at the same time, it kind of feels like I don't know. There's like I'm not exactly sure how to describe it. It's something that you feel like you need to do. You just aren't sure what you need to do, and I feel like that is something that I get from time and time again. I don't know exactly what it is or where it comes from or why it happens at all in the first place. It's incredibly challenging and it's a struggle to say the least because I'm not entirely sure how to deal with it. I don't know how or why it comes up, and I'm able to somehow, in some ways, I realize that it's happening too, and I want to stop it from happening. I can tell and I can feel myself relapsing and rehabbing back into my old days of my old self, of what I used to do back in the day when I felt down on myself. And whenever I do that, I just seem to get more down on myself, and I don't know why that is. I feel like there's something more to me that I know I'm capable of doing, and maybe that frightens me. Maybe it scares me to high hell because I don't know exactly what to do or how to do it, and maybe that's something that I have to work out myself, and maybe that's something that I have to figure out exactly why I'm feeling that way, because there's just days when I don't know, I get in a rut. I feel like I want to do something more, yet I keep clicking on video after video or watching anime or going back to my old days and not actually doing anything productive. And when this happens, I just feel bad. I feel terrible. I just don't feel like myself when I do that. And I keep doing it. I don't know why. It keeps happening time and time and time again. And it's starting to get old. I want to change. I want to find something better. I want to find something more meaningful for myself. And I don't know what that is right now. It's hard to know. And I feel like maybe, I don't know, I can't be the only one that's going through something like this. There's got to be lots of other people out there going through this exact same issue of just having no idea what to do next. I don't know if there's a way to know what to do next other than just doing something new. Maybe that's all I have to do. Maybe I just have to go in and I just have to do something new, do something that I never thought I was going to do in the first place and take that risk. Because when I did that with this girl I was seeing, I don't know if I'm still seeing her. It's it's a it's a long story. Anyways, I never really imagined myself being with somebody that I just vibed with and I resonated with so much, and I think that scared me through the process. And now I have another business opportunity that can potentially make me thousands of dollars in the year, in the month, kind of thing, and potentially double my income. And I want to take this opportunity. It's just I'm scared. I'm fearful of the potential, and I'm fearful of what might happen because I don't want to lose myself in the process. I don't think I will, though. That's the thing. There's got to be something else. I just don't know what it is, and I feel like there has to be something else that's bugging me. There's got to be something else that's on my mind. It's just when I ask and I wait and I look and I listen for an answer, no answer comes. It's like I want to know why I do this thing, or why I push people away, or why I get afraid to do new ways of looking at this world or do new things in my life. Yet when I do them, they aren't as scary as I thought. And through that process, there's just so much more that I've been able to do and achieve in my life. And I don't know what that cause is. I just know that there's something deep down within myself, within my soul, within my being that's capable of much more than I ever originally like, conceived. I feel like I'm a kind person. I feel like I'm a nice person. I feel like I'm a person that people want to be around. I just seem to be the person that's always pushing them away, that's always making them, I don't know, it's hard to say because there's just I really don't know. And I feel like if I'm thinking this and I feel this way, I can't be the only one. There's got to be other people out there that feel the same way as I do. It's just, what does that mean for us, for anyone, for everyone? I don't know. It's a struggle to say the least. What I do know and what I can feel right now in this moment is there's a lot that I want to do. And I want to make it big. And I think me having to take the time and self reflect and going deep within and possibly taking a step or an audible from the direction that I was going to be able to learn more knowledge and learn more skills throughout the process, I feel like that might be the best thing for me to do right now. Just for the pure fact that if I don't think my other ventures will succeed because I won't have enough knowledge working in the job that I'm working in right now to be able to provide enough value back to somebody else because I haven't actually done the craft myself. And this might be the reason why I'm feeling so down on myself and why I'm getting so out of touch with my mission, with my goal, with my ambition, is because maybe I was afraid to take an audible. I was afraid to take this sidestep that might potentially put me off of my goals, put me off of my path, but who knows? Maybe this is life saying, this is exactly what I need to do to be able to reach my goals. Yeah, I know. I get it and I understand that I want it now. I want it now. I want to have the millions in my bank account right now. I just don't think that I have the necessary skills and knowledge to be able to share those skills and provide enough value back to other people. All I do know is that I have a higher purpose, and I have to figure out what that higher purpose is. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know exactly what it is. I feel like I have something within myself. When I've asked my friends, they always seem to tell me, like, hey, yeah, you're a really nice guy. Like, you're a really nice guy. You're able to just kind of connect with other people that other people can't seem to connect with. You're able to resonate with pretty much anyone that you come in contact with. You can find some common ground with them. And I don't know where that stems from. I feel like it's just from me watching my parents as I grew up, as I have aged over time. I feel like that's where a lot of it stems. My whole thing right now is I want to be able to share that. I just don't think I have the necessary skills and knowledge, as I said before, to be able to actually do that. I think life's just all about choices. What choice am I going to make? What choice is going to help me get closer to my goals? What choice is going to allow for me to invest more in myself so that I can be the provider, so that I can be the man of the house, so I can be who I am meant to be? I feel like I'm doing that every single day. I believe that I am being my true, most authentic self every single day. I just want to be able to help more people out. And one way that I know how to help more people out is by having that income, by having that money come in, by having that cash flow, by having time to spend with loved ones. That's where the true joy in life comes in. I don't want to have to be stressing over not having money when I'm spending time with my loved ones. And I guess just the change that one feels and how one feels in the moment and what happens and just every day-to-day life changes our perspective. I do believe, though, that since my mission right now is so well put, that I have figured out where I want to be, who I want to be with, and what I want to be doing in my future, and maybe that just means that I have to make a little course correction to be able to get there sooner, or to be able to learn enough knowledge to be able to reach more people. Because if I don't have the money, if I don't have the resources, if I don't have the connections, then there's no way that I'm going to succeed later in life. I'm only just getting started, and I'm expecting all of this stuff just to work out. I'm expecting it to just be perfect day in and day out. It's not. Life isn't like that. life has struggles. There's going to be days that are off, as I just felt just not even 45 minutes ago. I didn't want to do anything. I knew that I needed to, because I knew that it was what I was supposed to do, because I knew that me sitting down and not doing something, I wanted to figure out why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. I know that might sound crazy. It's just, that's one of the best ways that I've found to be able to get over that sadness. I just feel like I keep associating myself with my past self. And the thing is, I'm not who I was yesterday. I'm not who I was 5 years ago. And I'm most definitely not who I was in second grade or third grade. No, it was only second grade. I'm most definitely not that person. I know that for a fact. I think I had to do what I had to do back then to be able to make sure that what I'm doing now is real. I think that taught me at that time that really anything can be possible. Anything can happen. There's nothing that's going to hold one back from doing what they really want to do. And I'm glad that I found that out at such a very young age, that I was able to identify what I did not like very young in life. In second grade, I'm grateful that I found it out then, because if I found it out now, I would have to be reevaluating a whole lot more than I'm reevaluating now. I know that might sound absurd, possibly. I'm not exactly sure on the word. What I do know is that what I'm doing now feels right. I'm going to have to make up with some people, because I believe that the people that truly matter in life are the ones that are meant to be in our life. Those are the ones that we truly deserve and desire to be with and to be loved by. And I've always been somebody that seems to just want to mess every relationship up that I have out of the fear of getting hurt like I did in the past. And maybe that's why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling right now. Maybe that's why I'm feeling down, or maybe it's because of what I did last night, or maybe it's because of a whole other realm of factors. I feel like it might be due to what I did last night. And that's just, but I feel like I needed to do that last night. I needed to have that time to recharge and reflect and meditate for an hour and not look at the phone, not look at the TV, not have any other outside stimulation other than my mind. Because if my mind isn't strong, and if I'm not completely 100% solidified in my goals and my thoughts and my ideals and my values, there's no way that I'm going to be able to achieve anything in life. If I don't have the discipline, the responsibility, and the disconnect that I need to be able to take when I need to take it, I don't see it working out. I just don't. It's a crazy feeling that I feel right now, because as I've started talking and as I've started doing this podcast, I want to share it with you guys. I know it started out as me having a weird feeling, but as I've been able to discuss and talk this out and think about it, I've started to realize that what I was feeling and why I was feeling it was not really that big a deal. It was nothing to actually be afraid of in the first place. All it was just me experiencing a mood because maybe I overslept. Maybe I didn't find that true North Star at the very beginning. Or maybe because I was unsure of what choices I've made in life this far to be able to lead me to having such a wonderful girlfriend, having such wonderful friends, and being grateful for every single life that I've impacted so far. I don't know how many lives I have impacted. All I know is that what I'm doing, I feel like it's having a change. Like, people might not be saying that directly to my face. I just feel like what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and what I'm doing is for the right reasons. I'm going to have to make up with some people, because as I said earlier, the people that we love, we have to tell them that we love them. If we don't tell them that we love them, then they're just going to fade away and they'll never know. I think it just all comes down to me knowing why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, and then being able to express those thoughts in an open and honest manner that allow for me to provide much more value and or insight into other people's lives, because I think we all struggle at times. I think we all have times that we might not want to do what we should be doing because of fear of anxiety or fear of not knowing what the future holds. I don't know the answer, though. That's the thing. I don't know if anybody knows the answer. Because I believe that nobody can see into the future. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. Nobody knows what connection you're going to make next. Nobody knows who you're going to meet and how your life is going to change by a single decision. I think what really matters is staying and making course corrections that potentially lead down other outlets, but still sticking with your main value goal until the very end, regardless of what anyone says or anyone does or anyone thinks. I think the main process and the main takeaway is identify the thoughts that I am feeling in one moment, figure out why I'm dealing with these thoughts or feeling this way, and then be able to express them and talk about them and reflect on them and realize that it's only temporary. It's only temporary. Nothing in life is going to last forever. Like, I'm going to die one day. Everyone's going to die one day. That's just that's just the parcels of life that seem to come along with what we're doing in our daily life. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle day in and day out. There's so much more that, like, I see myself doing and achieving, and I need the money to be able to get there. And I want to have the loved ones there as well. And I think this all just comes down to understanding what is possible, what can happen in the daily life that we are presented with on a daily basis. And it's unreal, because this is something that when I first started out, I was like, I'm not going to share this. I didn't think I was going to share it at all. It's just, as I've talked about this and as I've discussed these issues or these thoughts that I'm having right now, this is the first time in a very long time that I feel like what I am saying is 100% authentic. This is the one time that I feel like I can actually share something with my audience and not have it have to be visual, because I believe that what I'm feeling right now, other people feel the same way. I don't know what it is, but there's got to be something in my being that allows for me to just push off criticism, push off discrimination, push off the haters that want to assume that what I'm doing is not real. It's just what I am doing, and how I'm doing it, it is real. It's real to no extent. There's so much more that I know I'm capable of doing and that I can achieve in this world that I ever thought possible. And I don't know, maybe I'd try this for a week and just see what happens. Just put it up on YouTube, grab a picture of something, I don't know what, and just have audio. Just have me talking. This is just me thinking out loud right now. I just want to be able to provide some value and some form of information with others out there. I know I can. I feel like I can. I feel like I have enough knowledge and experience and know how to be able to do that. And maybe, I don't know, like, yeah, thumbnails work and all this other work also works, but at the same time, maybe just creating, just putting it out there and seeing who discovers it, because I'm more just trying to do this for me right now. I want to hopefully share thoughts and be able to connect with other people. I do. I just feel like right now it's something that I have to do. And I have to put myself out there 100%. Because no matter what happens on the internet, everyone gets exposed sooner or later. And since I know who I am without a reason of a doubt, I have no fear of putting anything out there, because there's nothing left to expose. I've accepted everything about my past, and I've accepted everything about myself. There's nothing anybody can bring up or say to me that's ever going to change that fact. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I am ready for much more, and I'm ready to share that with you guys. I'm ready to make this impact. I'm ready to stop feeling down on myself and stop pitying myself because of self-regret or self-sabotage. I don't want to do that anymore. I can't do that anymore. I won't do that anymore. There's just no point. There's no point in doing that. There's no point in feeling bad about yourself. There's no point in feeling sad about yourself. If you don't like something that you did, go apologize. Go do something about it. I don't want to just be sitting around waiting for something to change. If I want something, I have to go get it. I have to go make my rights. I have to go make my bed. I can't sit around and wait for something to change without me taking the initiative. I have to be the one that goes and steps out of my comfort zone because, like I said earlier, there's nothing anybody can say or do or make a meme out of or create that will affect me with who I am. Because I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. And I think that's why I can make these connections with other people so well. And this is one of the reasons why I feel like I'm able to provide value back, is because I know who I am. I am me. I am who I am. It's as simple as that. Everyone can have the same outlook. Everybody can have the same mindset. You just have to realize that in order to be able to achieve this, one must stop thinking about what other people think about themselves and focus more on what they think about themselves. Because other people's opinions don't matter. Nobody is going to say that what I am doing is right or wrong other than myself. I am the only one that gets to decide what I do and what I say and how I do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. In the end, the decision is mine. I'm the only one that gets to decide what I do and how I do it and where I do it and who I do it with and who's in my life and who's not in my life. And I just want to make as many strong connections as I possibly can and have a loving, caring wife by my side that I support and she supports me. Hands down, I know this is possible and I know this is capable and I know that there's a lot more that I'm willing to do to be able to reach my goals. I'm able to sacrifice, and I know that now for a fact that maybe life was testing me. Life very well could have been testing me to the fact of, let's see what he's really dedicated to. Let's see how much we can challenge him, see how many other obstacles we can put in his way, and see if he'll go back to his old ways. I'm not going back to my old ways. I don't like those old ways. I don't. I didn't like sitting at home watching TV for hours on end. Yeah, it was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was enjoyable at the time. It's just when I found out what it actually meant to have true friends that actually cared for me, that TV stopped mattering. I didn't want to watch anymore. I didn't want to sit there and just think about how that TV was looking at me and how it was making me be like, oh, let's watch some TV. I did not enjoy that. So I don't want to go back to that life. I'm not going to go back to that life. It's not going to happen. And I'm not going to edit this. It's going to be the raw audio format. It's going to be me rambling on about random words of randomness. I don't know. I've seen Bill Burr's podcast, Bill Burr's Monday Morning Podcast. He kind of does the same thing where I don't think his podcasts really have any point or purpose. I think they're just kind of there to either just bring brand awareness to himself or to pretty much his brand, I guess it would be. As well as him just telling stories of his past and telling stories of what he's done and how he's had a good laugh and just anything that's going on in his daily life. And I don't know, I'd much rather do that than stand in front of a camera, sit in front of a camera, edit the video, and create something that, yes, I enjoy to a certain extent, but at the same time, I more just want to get stuff out there. I just want to get my name out there. I just want to get my brand out there. And the only way for me to do that is just create content. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to edit this. It's going to be the raw audio format. Right now we're at 25 minutes. Might go 5 more minutes. We'll see. It's just I want to share these thoughts with you guys. I want to share what's going on. I want to share how I'm dealing with it, how I'm able to get through my daily life to be able to have such optimism and positivity. And I don't want that to be cheated by any means of the matter. I want it to be 100% authentic. Me editing videos and me cutting out and not leaving in specific clips or making it short because that's what I think the people want. I don't know. Like, yeah, I've heard the whole process of you don't want to just create something just to create something. You want to ask people what they're struggling with, what their pain points are, and why they're struggling with them. I just kind of like doing things my way. And my way is telling me right now that the best thing for me to do is to just be my most authentic self. And all that means is releasing 100% my authentic versions of my audio. Me not editing, me not making cuts, me just having the 100% one-on-one conversation. From me recording, to me exporting, to me uploading. And it's as simple as that. There's nothing else that I am going to do. I might put some audio visuals with it. Not even visuals, matching the visuals of what's talking. Just aerial drone footage. I don't know. I'm going to play with that a little bit, but if you guys are still listening right now, I really do appreciate that. I want you to know that. Because I'm just going through the process. I don't know what I'm doing. Hell, I don't think anybody knows what they're doing. What I do know is that having values and having a schedule and habits and a strong woman to back your back changes so many things in one's life. And I didn't receive that, and I didn't know that until she was gone. Because now that she's gone, I hope it's not permanent. It might be. I don't know yet. That's still to be determined. Anyways. A woman can change a man. Hands down. I've seen this several times, actually, in myself. Relationships I've had in the past. Sometimes the girl, she was depressed. Let's just leave it at that. And that depression rubbed off on me. And I think that was the first time that I realized, okay, so this right here, this is what it means to be affected by somebody else. This is what it means to take on the attributes of someone else that I am nearby. Because we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. I 100% agree with that, because when I was with her, I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to hang out with friends. I just wanted to go back and soak in my lows with her, and it was awful. Now, the girlfriend that I have right now, complete opposite. She pushes me. She encourages me. She's like, hey, yeah, that's awesome, babe. Like, keep doing what you're doing. It's absolutely amazing what a woman can do for a man. And I think the same thing goes for what a man can do for a woman. It's just, I know that from my personal perspective is she has enhanced my life so much. And I'm so grateful for that fact that I don't know how to repay her. I don't. I think the best way might just be to just give her all the love that I can. Just be grateful for the time that I spent with her. And hopefully be able to have more great times with her. I guess time will tell. And I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'm going to do more of these now. I'm going to try this out. I'm just going to post the raw form. If you guys like them, cool. If not, I don't really mind. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this because this is what feels right for me. If I make money, cool. If not, cool. I'm just doing what feels right. And right now, this moment right now feels right.